EA Sports, within the game. Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over, and let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just one.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies sees not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The shotgun snap to Willis. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Out of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Panthers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Shifts past him at the 45. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Willis will look to throw it. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete outright to the tight end Tremble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. First down, here's Mitchell. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Michael Walker there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. And this is what here? Incomplete. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. An update from down in Tampa. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that as well as others as we move toward the midway point. Hard to believe we're already there in this NFL season. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Anderson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. On every offensive defensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first down throw for Mills. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mitchell, and he gets forward up the middle, only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front and reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 41, Mills. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's when they could be fake.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Mills. Dancing to his left. This one complete to Lacy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mills now from the 50. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Walker. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken. Gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do it. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Walker. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Willis now off of play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Neal. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Willis now off play action. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Walker is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Walker once more. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Mills on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he spins past him and into space. He's got room past the 30, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, it's Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the counter, it's Walker. They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's